Hey guys, it's Brick Thunder, and today we're going to be unboxing, setting up, and doing a demo of the Distortions Unlimited 2024 Alien Spider. Alright, so this is definitely one of my favorite new props from Distortions of the new year. This thing, ever since it came out, I knew I had to get it. I already have a spot planned for it in the lab, so I'm super excited to use it, but also just to see it. I was able to see it at Transworld for the first time, and it was huge. It was amazing. The detail was great. It looked even better in person, and this is kind of a redo of the pumpkin spider that they did before. I do like this version better. Both are amazing props, but I just love the concept of this one. So the box is still sealed. I've not looked inside, but here it is. I think let's cut it open and see how it looks. Here we go. All right, so let's begin. I've not looked inside yet, but it is cut open now. So let's see what we can see. Okay, so it's looking awesome. So you can see there's wrapping on it right now, so we can't see all the details, but there's the brain, and the brain looks so cool already. So detailed. Now, let's see. I saw, oh wow, cool. Got a catalog in here. Transworld, they had awesome catalogs this year. This is what they look like. They look awesome. They put the raptor on the front. That is their raptor right there. Super cool. So thank you to Distortions for including that in here. I also saw, I think, instructions right here. Yeah, so these are the instructions. This does have more of a setup than most of the Distortions props. Usually with like the statics, it's just put the body on the legs, you're done. With bigger things, like I have Colossus here. Colossus is just basically one piece. But with this guy, we do have to attach the legs because they had to ship him. So the legs do have to come off. And I believe we bend them too. Yeah, so it has a whole list of instructions on how to put it on a table, bend them at the certain angle that it needs. So we will follow this and we'll make sure it looks good. But first, we got to get all the stuff out of the box. So let's see what we got here. We're going to start with the legs. Okay, so this is how it works. I don't have the pumpkin spider, so I really haven't set one of these up. I remember watching the video Ed did a while back, but it's been a while. So these are all 4 attached for one of the sides of legs, and then the other 4 are down here as well. But these look great. They look perfect. They definitely did a rub out on these, so you can see that caught all the little details, but also the paint job's crazy. They did so many different colors in here. That's awesome. And these are all very bendable, as you can see. They do have metal in there, and you're gonna bend them at the certain joints, which we will do with the table eventually. So let's put that to the side. Let's grab the other 4 legs out from below, down here. Here they are. Take these out. Let's unwrap them. See how these look. And you can see the top of it, or depending on how you hold it, the bottom of it, has metal in there. So this is all metal right here, and that's going to attach to the spider itself. There's the other side of the legs. Look really good. And still metal inside of them. We're going to bend those as well. And now that's the alien spider's body. So let's take this guy out and see all of this thing's amazing details. All right, setting it up here. Let's take the plastic wrap off. Look at how huge that brain is. It's amazing. This thing is giant. And actually, we'll move the entire box out of the way. All right, and we will continue unwrapping. This thing smells really good. It smells like that Distortions latex. If you've ever been to their factory, the factory smells just like this, and it's a great smell. Uncured latex is not so good, but cured latex is a sweet candy type smell. And it looks so cool. This thing is great. You can see all, oh nice, that's super cool. They actually signed it in here. That's awesome. Thank you to Distortions for doing that. You can see all the foam inside here. This is a foam filled prop. And there's metal inside of it too. That's where we're going to attach the legs. You can also see the light is in there. He does light up. It's not just the prop, so that's going to be cool to see. I don't remember if it had the light on at Transworld or not. I'm not sure if I saw it with the light, but excited to see that. But yeah, this looks so great. The face is super cool. Let me bring this closer. The face looks awesome. Such a great sculpt, and the paint job is amazing. If you can see super up close, they do a certain technique. I believe they do it with like a squirt bottle to get all of these different colors in the skin. So they did like a blue, a pink on top of that base coat to make it really detailed looking. And then they airbrush these eyes and then gloss it over for that finishing shiny look. And something I'm just now noticing is they include a chain right here, which is perfect because I was planning on hanging this guy from the ceiling. And now I don't have to figure out a way to do that because there's already a chain back there. So that's nice. I did not know they did that, but that's definitely smart because I can see a lot of people wanting to do these on walls and ceilings and stuff. So yeah, now I'm set for that. So let's go bend the legs and I will show you guys that process and then we'll attach them on the spider. All right, so now I have them sat on a table and we're gonna follow the instructions here. So starting down here, these are the tips of the legs. We're gonna start with these sections. So first we're gonna bend these to about a 45-degree angle. Just gonna hold it and bend down here. I would say that's probably about good. So now we're gonna do it to all 4 of these. And these are pretty easy to bend. It is very strong metal and this will definitely support him pretty well, but it's fairly easy. And now we're gonna do the same thing here. Bending all the middle knuckles now down to about 45 degrees. And then our last bend is really going to make these look right. So what we're going to do is we're going to bend them upwards like this. And this is basically from the base of it where it attaches to the spider. So now you can see we have the shape, and these are then going to spread out, and we're going to pose them outwards. But first we can attach these to the spider. But now what I'm going to do is the same exact thing there to the second pair of legs, and then we'll go back and attach them. All right, so now we're attaching the legs. So I just loosened the bolts on here. There are pre-attached bolts inside. And now what we're gonna do is we're gonna just slide the metal in. All right, so the metal is in, and now I'm gonna retighten this bolt here. All right, we're gonna flip it over and do the same thing to the other side here. All right, and now that that is attached, we can flip them over, and now we can pose all these legs. So since this side is kind of pushing on the latex already, I'm going to spread these ones kind of all forward a bit because there's a lot of wiggle room over here. So that one can probably go about there. And spread this one evenly there. So that side looks pretty good. Let's do the same thing over here. All right, so that's pretty good for the legs. Now, all we have to do is plug him in. So he's ready. So I'm going to show you guys a close-up look, and then we're going to plug him in. All right, so let's get a real up-close look at this thing because the amount of detail they put into this is incredible. This was a sculpt by Tom, and he obviously did an amazing job on this. The amount of detail, even just like in the legs, as you can see, it's crazy. There's so much put into it, and it is a lot of latex. It's really not an expensive prop for Distortions, but you're getting a lot. All 4 of these legs, all 4 of these legs, all painted, detailed, full latex, and then this is obviously a ton of latex right here, foam filled as well. So it's definitely a great deal, and it's a piece that you can for sure use. It is a bit niche. I'm going to put it in my lab, but other than a lab, you kind of have to have an alien type section. But this thing would also look good in just random sections, like a cave, for example. There's so many places you could use it. It doesn't have to just be aliens. But also, if you have an alien theme, this thing would be perfect. We'll take a good look at this brain right here. It's huge. And this was definitely an awesome concept. Like I was saying, the pumpkin spider, awesome prop as well. Great concept mixing those 2 themes. But this definitely completes this one. The brain idea was great. And it's huge and very detailed and looks super realistic. And it looks like they may have gone over it with some resin because that is definitely shiny. All right, so now that we've seen it up close, I think it's time to turn the lights on. I'm going to turn off the studio lights, and we're just going to see this thing glowing and see how it looks. All right, so here it is with the lights off and his lights on. Super cool. I love how it lights up that brain there, as you can see. It's kind of making the whole brain glow. Super cool effect. And then it lights up the ground, or if you have it on the ceiling or wall, the wall or ceiling behind it. So definitely love that effect. Just kind of some built-in lighting for the piece. Red was definitely a good pick for this type of spider, and it definitely adds to it for sure. All right, so there he was, the Distortions Unlimited 2024 Alien Spider. This thing I would definitely recommend, especially if you want an awesome starter prop for Distortions. This is the way to go. It's fairly simple to set up. Even though it's got more steps, it's still easy. These are really not bad to pose at all. And the detail you're getting and the prop you're getting, I could definitely use this in a professional hunt. Most of Distortion stuff you can, obviously. But this thing is really scary. Distortions definitely has, like, for example, Colossus. It's more about the intimidation and more about the detail there than the scary factor. But this thing, That's terrifying. A lot of people are really going to be afraid of that just because it looks so weird and really unique. And when I hang this on the ceiling, I'm definitely excited to see how that looks, because that's definitely an effect that's going to get people, especially if it's kind of above them. And I was thinking about maybe adding a tube here so I can either spit water out of him or have it drooling down on people. I think people would find that awesome. And then adding that light definitely helps as well. The underglow of it, and then also just having that brain be pulsing, definitely adds a lot to the piece. So a big thank you to Distortions Unlimited. This piece is incredible. And thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.